Morning, it's Sherry. It's actually afternoon, a little bit off my time. I just wanted to do a little post-op video. I had my surgery last Friday on the 27th of February, 2015. My start weight was 290 pounds, was my highest weight on Tuesday that week. And then the day of surgery, after being on a liquid diet, I was down to 283. And then today is 6 days post-op, and I actually had my 1 week post-op appointment a day early. So my weight today was 273. So that's a total loss of 17 pounds since last Tuesday. So I'm pretty happy with that. Um, Everything went well at my appointment. I didn't have any major issues that came up. All of my incisions are healing really well. She took off all the steri strips, so they're all completely open now. And she suggested in a week or two to start massaging the sites and maybe use some Mederma to help with some of the scarring. But she said the scarring is actually really minimal and it's healing really well. So I'm happy about that. It's been kind of a struggle the last week. Not eating has been a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I only had the 24-hour pre-op diet, so for those that have the diet for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I don't know if it's easier, but I don't think it is, because the mental aspect is a challenging part. It's not so much the fact that I'm not eating a lot right now. It's more the fact that I've realized that there are a lot of things that I may never eat again, and food is not a place that I can go to for comfort anymore. And so this has been a really big deal in my life, and so I haven't been able to go to food for comfort for this. My husband's a huge support, and so that's been great, but he feels guilty eating in front of me, and I have to really push him to eat pizza and foods that are good tasting, because he's afraid to eat them in front of me because he feels bad. Um, but basically my diet this week has consisted of sugar-free Jello, sugar-free popsicles, decaffeinated, non. My phone's ringing. Sorry about that. My phone started ringing. Decaffeinated, non-sugar drinks and non-carbonated drinks. So decaffeinated tea with stevia is what I've been using mainly. If I have something to drink besides water. And then I also use a Propel and broth, lots of chicken broth. So it's been pretty boring diet this week, which, is okay, but I've stayed hydrated. I did have, some constipation from the surgery and the pain medication. So once I took some Milk-O-Mag, that was fine. And so there's a lot of gas that builds up in your body when you have the surgery, especially laparoscopic, because they have to inflate your abdominal wall so that way they can move around a little bit easier. And so a lot of that has to come out. I have been having some back discomfort. I think that there's just pockets of air in there that are trying to work themselves out. So I started taking some Gas X to try to help that, and I do feel like it has made a difference. And I do feel like I am starting to move around a little bit better. I do walk every day. I have since I had the surgery. So I think that's helped me a lot. But again, like I said, the mental aspect has been the hardest. Before surgery, I thought I knew what that was going to be like. And after surgery, it's been weird not having food or seeing foods that I know I may never have again, or even the weird things like thinking, oh, I can never eat 4 Oreos, or half a bag of the cookies that I really like, and then when I think about it, I'm like, I don't need to eat that stuff. I don't need to eat it's an unhealthy habit to have anyway, so it's good that I can't do it, but it's also hard letting go of that, being able to control and eat whatever you want whenever you want, as much of it as you want, and then knowing you can't do that anymore. But I still have control. I have control over the choices I make. I have control over the foods I decide to eat, and I have control over how successful I allow the surgery to be for me, and how I choose to use this tool to my advantage. And so I have to let go of some of the control that I had in the past that allowed me to have bad habits and accept and appreciate some of the control that I'm allowing myself to have now. So, for anyone who has a surgery, there are good days and there are bad days after, and some of them are really emotional and they're really hard. And you just have to remind yourself of the long term goal and why you did this and where you're going, and all of the sacrifices are worth it. It's never, by any patient who's ever had surgery, weight loss surgery, be it the band, the sleeve, or gastric bypass, it's not the easy way out. I know people think that, and I'm sure that, a lot of people who've never had the surgery would say that. But once you have the surgery and you have to deal with all of the things that come with it, it's not the easy way out. It does take work and it takes a lot of effort, and this has been a far harder, more trying experience than any of the weight loss journeys I've been on before where I did it on my own. This has been much more difficult than those have ever been. And I have been successful in the past, losing 80 or 90 pounds here or there, but I always tend to gain it back. And that's my own downfall. Those are my issues. But working through all those emotional issues are, I think, what's key to being successful in any weight loss journey, surgical or non-surgical. And I have so much to look forward to, and there are so many things that this surgery is going to open up for me that I can't regret the decision that I made. I don't. I'm happy I made the decision I made. I know why I made it, but there are days and there are moments where I do ask myself, was this the right choice for me? And the answer is always yes. It always comes out to yes. But there are going to be times where you're going to feel really frustrated and scared and just really emotional, and you're not even going to know why. But it's working through those emotions and finding other ways to cope with them, and accepting the fact that the habits that you had before that you're going to miss now were unhealthy, and they're not necessary to your life, and they're not going to get you to a healthier place. So, there's a lot that goes with this. So I think the emotional backlash was not something I expected, and I don't expect it to end anytime soon. It's going to be an ongoing process. It's going to be ingrained in part of my journey for the rest of my life. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. I'm not taking pain meds anymore. I only took them until Monday, and then I started, getting off of those. And I feel a lot better. I can feel that I've lost 17 pounds. I can feel a difference in my body. I feel like I can get around a little bit better. And once the bloating goes down, you feel a lot better. But the bloating lasts for at least the first week. I'm still having some bloating now, but I can lay on my side and sleep normal like I was before. And my energy level's going up. I was advanced from clear liquids to liquids, which means I can have like cream of wheat and sugar-free pudding, yogurt, milk, like fat-free milk, low-fat or sugar-free plain almond milk. So just little things that don't seem like they're that big of a deal, but when you've been on clear liquids for, a week, they're really exciting. So I'm happy to have progressed to those, the clear stage. And so again, I just wanted to check in, and, everything's going pretty good. I feel, good today. Today was a really good day. I don't know how tomorrow will be, but I feel like there is a difference. Like I said, I am still having some discomfort in my back, but that's pretty much the only complaint I have. My incisions are healing really well. I don't have any pain from my sites. The only itching or irritation that I've had is actually from the heparin injection sites, the spots where they put the heparin in pre and post surgery to prevent blood clotting. Those I do have some itching and a little bit of swelling from. So I'm going to try taking some Allegra and see, or even Benadryl, and see if an antihistamine will help with that, to bring down some of the inflammation. But aside from that, everything has gone really well. I feel good, and I'm walking a lot, and I'm getting to the point now where I can do a lot more for myself. My husband's really, helped take care of me a lot this week, and he's taken on a huge amount of responsibilities. We have a 9-month-old, and he's been doing the getting up at night thing, and he's been letting me sleep during the evenings, and I don't even know what I would do without him. So anyhow, um, I hope that everyone is doing well. I always say the same thing at the end of the videos. I hope you're doing well. I wish you luck on your continued success, and I mean it. This is a hard journey. It's hard to do it alone, and some days I feel like I'm in a box by myself and everyone is just going on around me, and a lot of people don't know that I had the surgery, and so sometimes I just feel alone in this. And my husband is supportive, but he's never had the surgery, so he doesn't understand all of the aspects that are involved. So we really need to stick together as a group and as a community to help each other relate and just to get through the little bumps that we have in the road, to just try to get through this and be successful, because I think a lot of our success is going to be dependent on the mental aspect of the journey, if not more than the physical aspect. So once we get our heads right, then it'll be easier. And when you don't feel alone in something, you feel like what you're going through is normal in the area you're in respect to the situation that you're actually in, even if it's not normal for everyone else. If it's normal for people who are going through the same circumstances, then sometimes I think it helps pull you through a little bit. And so if I can do that for anybody out there, then I feel like the videos are doing something. And if I have people that I can go to when I need it, it's just so effective for everyone. So feel free to ask me anything. And if you have negative feedback, that's okay too. I know sometimes the videos are a little bit boring, so I'm going to work on that. But anyhow, I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I hope that this was helpful to someone out there that watched it. Have a great day, and good luck on your continued success in your journey.